Victoria Hutton is a filmmaker and an opera singer. Not something you hear every day. She had 2 films accepted to the inaugural Valkyrie International Film Festival, which is where we met, and her opera music video Rusalka took home an award. She has a unique spin to her filmmaking craft, which I'm very excited to share with you. So without further ado, please enjoy my interview with writer-director Victoria Hutton. What got you into filmmaking in the first place?
So actually opera got me into filmmaking. When I was in high school, I got really into like these opera films like by Bergman. Ingmar Bergman made this version of The Magic Flute, and that was the first time that I'd ever seen like an art film or like an archival film, like one of those ones that it's like not like Hollywood movies, but that there's a lot of attention paid to like acting performances and like these kind of like extreme close-ups with acting that is really deep and very interesting. So I really liked what I saw, and then I wanted to see more like that, so I got really into this like archive called the Criterion Collection, and I watched all of those films, like especially ones like with young girls as protagonists at first, because I started when I was like 16, 17, and so I watched like I think it was called Daisies, this Czech movie, and then also like these ones by Robert Bresson, which were my absolute favorites. So that's how I got into filmmaking. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Tell us what films do you have at the festival?
So I had 2. I had The Last Option, which is like my first ever narrative short, and Rusalka, which is an opera music video.
What made you want to submit them to this festival in particular?
So I knew the festival owners, Greg Lamberson. The first time that I submitted a film to any festival was Greg Lamberson's Buffalo Dreams Fantastic Film Festival, and that was for The Last Option, and it got in, and then later he told me that his wife and his daughter were doing the Valkyrie Film Festival, and that they were looking for submissions, so I submitted.
That's amazing. Having gone through the inaugural festival surrounded by so many female filmmakers, well, first off, how do you feel, and how do you feel about the festival?
This is like a local festival for me, because I'm from Buffalo, so it feels like being at home kind of, because it's a lot of familiar faces, and it's amazing, this sort of films. I mean, I was really impressed with yours, of course, as well, and it made me cry, honestly, the second one. I was like fighting back tears. So there's just a lot of like, I love seeing people's films, because like you get to see other people's worlds, and it's like your own world like expands so much, so I really enjoy the experience very much. I think one of my favorite parts is always like reading the synopsis of each film and being like so excited about what you're gonna see, and you haven't seen it yet, and it could be anything. Yeah.
I really liked yours too, and I think that it's interesting that you got in through opera, because that's not something you hear often, especially on a filmmaker's journey, to have such a different doorway into the film world. It's very interesting, and it's very lovely, and like you said, like you expanded my worldview, because I'm like, oh man, I haven't thought of opera since I was in concert choir when I was like a kid. To know so little about the operatic world, but then to understand that you bridge the gap between that and this, and that you found your love of that and translated it into the film, the visual medium. So cool! I'm looking forward to your future work, because I know that it'll be unique and yours, and something I would have never ever been able to think of, and I'm looking forward to it.
You know, I think that my attraction to the opera is not necessarily in its vastness or its bigness, but it's in how deeply emotional it is, and how it can portray emotions of people and the emotions of the composer in a way that it's like it also expands your worldview, and I think that that was what I had in mind when I made that. Is that like that's why I like film and operas, because it you get in touch with people's emotions in a very deep way, and I think that that's what's so special about this film festival in particular, is because it's made by women. So I mean, I was thinking, like, for example, your film, like the one that both of the ones that you made, but especially the second one, was like a lot of like emotions about like the hurts that people go through, that I think particularly women sort of focus on, because we're natural mothers, and like we're very aware of other people's emotions, so I think it's a very special thing to see that.
What future projects do you have in your imagination cooking up?
I have a lot. Actually, I related to you too when you said that you were working on documentaries, because I have a couple of documentaries in mind. Like one of them about the environment and like the bees, and then another one about, what was the other one I was gonna do? I have so many ideas. I have too many, and a bunch of opera music videos, like really short ones, so that I can like make them in a weekend, and then they're sort of done. And then I have another one that's a feature film that I've been telling people about, where like I have this one friend who's an amazing actor, and he's also deaf. So I've been trying to come up with a very unique role that will show his acting talents off, and also like just be like appropriate for him and where he's at. So that's something that I'm also looking forward to making, because he's a really great actor and he would be amazing in like a thriller movie, which is what I have in mind for him.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea. I have ideas too, but
You're probably getting ideas.
yeah. You can see the spark in my eyes, like, oh, ideas.
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun. This is a nice creative environment. This sparks, yeah, for sure. What would you say to somebody who wants to make a film but is nervous or is thinking that it's, too much or beyond them, or they don't know where to start? Or what advice would you give a filmmaker that wants to start?
I really, for so long, I had that same feeling, because I wanted to start when I was 19, and now I'm 28, so it took me a long time to want to do it, and I think that I was waiting to believe in myself for a really long time. I have to really believe in myself. I have to make the perfect story. I have to know what I'm doing perfectly. I don't want to waste people's time. And it's what I realize is that just do it, and don't wait till you believe in yourself, because believing in yourself will come way after you've done it. It's but you just have to do it and just go through the motions, because whatever you make is worthwhile, I guess.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everybody has imposter syndrome.
Because I've been there, yeah, and I think that most people, especially very conscientious people that don't want to waste other people's time, they'll think well, I shouldn't do it because I'll be wasting people's time, but really, the experience is always worth it. So even if it doesn't go well, at least you've gained experience that you'll build off of, so it's always worth it to do it.
Where can people find you so that they can keep track of your stuff? Do you have a website or?
Yeah, so I have a website. It's Victoria-Hutton.com, and then that's my personal website. It's I'm developing it, but it's going to be kind of an archive of all the stuff that I've done with opera and music videos, actual feature films, things like that, and documentaries. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but I'm going to be posting a YouTube soon. I don't have a channel for that yet, but on my Instagram, I'll probably post updates about that. And my Instagram is Victoria Haley Hutton, Haley spelled Haley.
Thank you. Thank you for sitting down with me and giving me an interview. Since our interview, Victoria has made 2 more short films, a mini documentary called Car Spider, and another operatic music video called Like Someone in Love, both of which are winning awards on the film festival circuit. She also has more projects in pre-production, so you can follow her exploits on Film Freeway and YouTube, links below. I want to thank Victoria for sharing her time with me. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much to the Friendly Filmmaker members who make this channel possible and keep the lights on. If you want to support and get extras and freebies and BTS, link is below. And tune in next time when I interview filmmaker Missy Bell. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Friendly Filmmaker is a Tuba Creations production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Mastodon. And if you like what we do, consider supporting us on Ko-fi with either a one-time donation or a membership. Members get all sorts of great perks. Check out kofi.com/friendlyfilmmaker for more. That's ko-fi.com/friendlyfilmmaker. Thanks for watching.